Alright guys, this is SpartasFinest here, back again. Got another battle today, this time against a guy named Fyre5x5 or something. And it is an OU battle, and he's using like a rain team and stuff, and yeah, it's pretty old, so I might forget what I did for a lot of my plays, just so you know, but hopefully I could remember. But to the battle now. So he's going to lead with his Fairthorn, and I'm going to lead with a Jellicent, and pretty much my plan off the beginning to get some sort of an edge was to just lead with Jellicent, predicting his Fairthorn lead, taunt so he can't set up rocks, go into my Fairthorn, forcing it, knowing he's going to power whip because he's kind of forced to, and then now he's going to want to switch because he obviously can't do anything, and I'm going to be able to get my stealth rocks up nice and early in the game, so I will have that early advantage of having rocks on his side of the field while he will have nothing on my side. So yeah, that's pretty cool. But he does go into his Politoed, and that kind of sucks because it gets the drizzle up. But I don't really have weather or anything, so yeah, I guess it's gonna happen eventually. Not much I could do about it. It's just a team of random guys. But when he brought in Politoed, I figured the only reason he brought it in was because he had the Focus Blast. So I went to Jellicent, and he ends up using Perish Song. So aside, I'm just gonna Toxic this because he's obviously gonna be somewhat of a bulky Politoed if he's using Perish Song. Which is, by the way, I think it's just a fail set, but people use it apparently. So, yeah, now I realize he can't really do anything to Fairthorn because, well, yeah, he's just stalled. He doesn't have the Focus Blast or anything. So I go into Fairthorn, and now I'm going to predict him to go into his own Fairthorn to try and set up his rock. So I'm going to go into my Terrakion here, I believe. And he's going to go into his Toxicroak, fearing the Power Whip, I guess, or something. And, yeah, wanting to set up. So, I go into Terrakion. I'm not satisfied with that, what's it called? I don't know. With who I'm in against. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm going to go into Landers because Terrakion can't really do anything. Toxicroak resists both his moves. And he goes for, Sword Stance. So, I wanted to U-turn predicting his switch. But I figured it wasn't worth the risk because I didn't want him to go Sucker Punch, U-turn him, and then have him put like a huge dent in my team because I don't have that much to deal with it. So yeah, when he goes into Latios, I know I don't have to worry about him going for Hidden Power Fire, predicting my switch into Fairthorn, so I go into it. Now he goes into his Caesar as I go for the Gyro Ball. I don't know why I didn't predict the switch. I mean, I should have really just gone Leech Seed or something, or gone to something else predicting his switch, but when he goes into Caesar, go into Gengar knowing he's either going to U-turn or Superpower, not Bullet Punch or Pursuit. And he does U-turn. He gets a crit, though. I was hoping to take that much better, but, you know, that's what crits do. But, anyways, he's going to go into his Toxicroak now. That's, kind of bad just because he does have two moves to hit me with, and I have the Sub-Disable combo, so I can't really wall that too much. Although, now looking back, I really could have, just because here I could disable the Ice Punch, and then unless I attacked, he couldn't hit me with Sucker Punch, so I probably should have taken advantage of that and subbed up and stuff and Shadow Ball when I was behind a sub, but oh well. So I go into Caesar to take the Sword Stance, and I thought he wouldn't want to take a Bullet Punch here because Caesar is like powerful and Toxicroak is not bulky at all, but he does apparently, so that kind of sucks. So yeah, I go into Landers now, though, knowing I can take a Sucker Punch and then just take it out with the Earthquake, so that'll be pretty cool, because that, yeah, now I don't have that big threat to worry about anymore, and it's out pretty early in the game. So, now he's going to go into Delta as Latios, who, well, because I'm obviously locked into Earthquake, and this thing does not scare me at all, luckily, because I have Fairthorn to take all of its hits, since it doesn't have the Hidden Power Fire. Although, later we see it does have the trick, but luckily it doesn't go for it, predicting a switch, so, you know, that's good. But here, he finally goes into his own Fairthorn, predicting, well, not predicting anything, but to pretty much come in and set up his own rocks, because I think he was finally getting tired of me having them on his side of the field, while my side of the field kind of stayed empty. But yeah, now I'm going to go into Gengar, predicting him to go for the Stealth Rocks, and he actually goes for the Thunder Wave, predicting the switch, which was a really nice play. Really hurts my Gengar a lot, because although I still have Speed Fairthorn, I'm obviously slower than a lot of things. and I get paralyzed a lot and can't move. Because there, I just go straight for the Focus Blast, wanting to do damage before he could get up rocks. Hopefully, maybe somehow I could kill him, but no. Go for the Substitute, and he actually goes Leech Seed, which is pretty awesome. I was planning on subbing and then disabling, but you know. Now, go Focus Blast. Again, I get paralyzed when I try to attack, and he Power Whips, which actually does break my sub, even though I resist it, because it's stabbed and powerful, and Gengar has no defense, pretty much. But yeah, now I'm going to disable it. I know he doesn't have the Gyro Ball to hit me, because he has the Thunder Wave, and Leech Seed and Stealth Rocks, and Power Whip. I've seen all his moves. So yeah, now I'm going to go for the, I'm not sure if I sub, yeah, I sub predicting a switch, because I know he can't do anything to me, and he goes into Scizor. I could have gone for the disable, but I didn't want to just disable and then predict incorrectly as he switches out. Like, for example, into Latios as I Focus Blast, and then I'm slower and do nothing, and I didn't have enough health to set up another sub. So I went straight for the Focus Blast, but got Parahaxed again. So now I'm going to have to switch out, go into Ferrothorn, wanting to use Gengar's Death Fodder later, because Death Fodder is nice, I like having it. But yeah, he obviously is going to switch out here as I go for the Leech Seed, wanting to get up in health higher, because I need Ferrothorn to take on his Latios, because other than Ferrothorn, I don't have a lot to really sponge hits from that. And he goes into Politoed, which is perfect, because that's what I want him to go into, because it can't do anything to me, but he's some reason so eager to bring it in on my Ferrothorn. I don't really get that. But yeah, he goes for the Perish Song. I'm going to go for the Power Up, just going to take it out. Almost does, but actually leaves him with a nice amount of health, where he'll just get leftovers health and then die to Leech Seed, so that way I can get a bit more health back, because, yeah, that's cool. And I like having my Pokemon at higher health. But yeah. Now, he's going to go into his Ludicolo, which I was kind of fearful of the whole game, just because these things are really annoying and stuff, and hard to deal with, because they're always going up in health with their Rain Dish and leftovers. And then with Substitute and Protect, they're so annoying. And Leech Seed, too. God, it's awful. But yeah, here I realize he's probably just subbing up until I die of Perish Count, so he can get up a free sub. So I switch out into Scizor, trying to take advantage of that, so that way I could hit him with the U-turn and then get Switch Initiative, where he'll have no sub-up and stuff. That was my goal, but he goes for Scald, predicting the switch or something. It was a nice play, and gets the burn on Scizor, which really sucks, because, yeah, now he's going to be able to protect as well, get up higher in health, and stall my Scizor a little more, and you know, take him down to like 10 HP, so now I'm pretty much useless. I'm going to go for the U-turn. He's going to go into his Ferrothorn, and I'll hit him, but not hard at all, because of the burn, it'll do nothing, and I'll just die to Iron Barb, so that sucks. But yeah. Now I'm going to go into Terrakion, trying to take advantage of something, just because his team's pretty weak to fighting types, and not a lot can take it. Like, his only Pokemon that resist fighting type moves are Latios and Toxicroak, one of which is dead, and the other is kind of just not that defensive and probably doesn't want to take too many hits. So I go straight for it, take him out. Luckily, because he was probably predicting me to set up, and he went for the T-Wave, I bet. But yeah. Now he's going to go into Ludicolo, and I know I don't need Terrakion to take anything out, but what I do need to do is get this Ludicolo as low as possible in health. So that's what I try to do. I don't quite take him out, unfortunately, with the Life Orb Close Combat, and he does hit me with a Scald. Gets a crit, which obviously didn't matter, because I was like -2 special defense, and he was rain boosted and stabbed and stuff, but yeah, he's going to take me out. Now I'm going to go into Landorus to pretty much U-turn, because super effective, and that way he can either die or switch out and give me Switch Initiative, which is pretty cool. So yeah, he's going to switch into Scizor, knowing it's his best thing to really take a U-turn, because, well, it resists and stuff and has fairly good defense. But now my plan is to pretty much go into Jellicent. I want to force him to go for the Dark-type move here, because, well, just not Bullet Punch pretty much, because that way I don't need Jellicent for anything. There's not a lot he can do to his team to, like, wall. He can take a lot of Scizor's hits other than Pursuit, but I went Toxic in case he went into Ludicolo, because if he brought in that thing and, got a free sub up and stuff, I'd be pretty much screwed. That's the one thing I'm scared of. So I wanted to get him to a point where he'd be going for a slower move so I can go into Landers and Stone Edge and would be able to finish off the rest of his team. But unfortunately, I missed the Stone Edge, which really sucked because now he gets to live and his whole team gets to live. Or his last 3 guys. So now I'm going to go into Fairthorn, force him out, and go for the Power Whip, predicting him to go into Ludicolo, predicting the Leech Seed. So luckily he does that because that was his biggest threat for me to deal with and that I couldn't deal with really. But yeah, luckily it's out of the way. And now he's going to go into Caesar, so I know he pretty much can only U-turn or Superpower. So I go into Gengar, who can take either of them, pretty much as Death Fodder too, because if he U-turns, he'll die to Rock Switch-In, so I'm not worried about him U-turning. So I go for the Shadow Ball here, kind of predicting his Latios. Unfortunately, get Parahaxed again, so every time this Gengar has tried to attack, it just gets paralyzed. Should have gone, sub or something, I don't know. Although I didn't have enough health, but yeah, he goes for Surf, takes me out, and now Fairthorn can pretty much wall his last 2 guys, because Caesar is going to die to Stealth Rocks, as I go for Gyro Ball, but he died to Stealth Rocks, so that doesn't matter. He wanted to bring in Latios to hopefully do something else, although it can't really, but he just had hope that he could go for Trick here, lock me into whatever move I go for, and hope it was like Leech Seed or something, I guess, and that or something like Stealth Rocks, I don't know. So he could have hope, but yeah, he couldn't do a lot, but it was a good game. Fyre5x5, and guys, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys later.